Better? All right. Okay, folks, I've been inspired to make this video because last couple of days people are being quarantined and everybody's like, dang, I need something for protection. So I've gotten a lot of calls and texts about what I should get, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to make this video. That way, further, I can just send people right to this video and I won't have to make a million text messages. Okay, so my recommendation as far as some kind of protection is, especially in Michigan, I would recommend guys or girls, AR-15 pistol. Why an AR-15 pistol over a full-length rifle? It's shorter. A 10.5 inch barrel can do just as many jobs as a full-length 16 inch barrel adequately. More training, the better, obviously. If you get a pistol, you have a Michigan CPL, guess what? You can carry that boy concealed legally. You can keep it loaded in your car. If you have a full-length rifle, you have to keep the gun and ammo separate. I think there's got to be a lock on it. You guys check the laws. I'm not a lawyer. All right, so I would go with some kind of 10.5 inch barrel rifle or 10.5 inch AR-15 pistol. Why at 10.5? That's the shortest you can go with keeping the carbine gas system. You want that. You don't want to go any shorter. If you do, don't even talk to me. For reliability purposes. And you get, ballistically too. So, buy an AR-15 pistol, 10.5 inch barrel. Let's go over optic. So, basically two options, well, three options: iron sights, red dot, and variable zoom. So, I prefer a variable zoom. I like to be able to see what I'm shooting at distance. This is a 1:4. That is a red dot. This is a Trijicon MRO. This is a Trijicon AccuPower 1:4. No reticle. The reason why I like variable zoom is, and I would go either 1:4, 1:6, or 1:8. I wouldn't go any larger than that. And I would always start with the optic with a 1 power and then wherever it goes. Reason why is if you go to 2 or 2.5 or a 3 fixed, it's too much zoom for, close quarters kind of stuff, where 1 power is totally fine. So I like a variable zoom. Red dot, super awesome. The only thing about red dots are you have to maintain the battery. If you don't maintain their battery and you go to use that guy, it might not turn on. So that means you gotta keep a fresh battery. I mean, these battery life for the MROs are pretty freaking long. Like, I don't know, 50,000 hours or something. I don't know the whole stats on it, but I like the variable zoom. So other than that, I think every gun, no matter what you get, or if you put a red dot or an optic or some kind of variable zoom scope on it, I would always put backup iron sights. Now, this is a BG Defense in 223 Wild backup iron sights and a variable zoom optic. I also have a red dot on here. I am sponsored by Trijicon, so I get a bunch of optics. But I actually like to use this mounted high for my night vision goggles or shooting with a mask on or something like that. I have a bunch of other crap on here that you don't need unless you have night vision. So if you don't have night vision, you don't need any of this other stuff. As far as if you have the money and you're willing to wait 6 to 8 months, try to put a suppressor on it. That way you don't blow your ears out. You don't have to worry about permanent hearing loss and all that stuff. So GSL suppressor. What else? I also think that buying a factory-built AR is way better than, because you want to save money, go out and buy a kit and then try to put it together. Unless you're a gunsmith. If you're a gunsmith and you're like, you don't even need this video because you're already an expert. If you're not a gunsmith, don't order parts kits online and expect to put them together and your gun to function well enough to rely on it for your health and safety. So buy something factory, right? If I was to recommend anything, BG Defense, they're out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Michigan-made, veteran-owned company. These come battle ready, dude. This is their 10.5-inch AR pistol. A little plus side to this guy. Folding device. Throw this in your bag. Throw this in your truck. Nobody knows there's an AR in there, right? This is always a plus. I wouldn't recommend you putting it together and then thinking it's going to work. So, buy factory if you're not an expert. As far as ammo, Phoenix Ammo, this is their 5.56 stuff, but almost all my household stuff for protection, I had their 75 grain hollow points in it. It's a great round. Killed a couple coyotes with it, and it's just fine for shooting targets or other things. So, Phoenix Ammo, 75 grain hollow points. I think that's about it. All this stuff you can find at Oakland Tactical. They're getting in new shipments daily, even though it's super hard to find. Yeah. Now go get your stuff.